Hello, this is Moroni Prime here yet again with another video review. This review is a little more recent than a lot of my other reviews. It's from the line in 2002, Transformers Armada. This review is over the Minicon team, the Street Speed Minicon team, if I recall their name correctly. This is Highwire, Sureshock, Sureshock here, and Grindor, the skateboard. It's a BMX bicycle, a scooter of some construct, and a rocket-powered skateboard. The transformations are really simple and yet complex at the same time. They make use of ball joints quite a bit, which I think is rather nice. For Grindor, we'll start out here. You take the one end of the skateboard, you separate it, and continue down with the arms, and there you have the arms. The back half of the skateboard that has the rocket boosters on it, you will take it and separate it out to the sides here and down, and then you rotate the legs 180 degrees so the toes point forward. Then you have this panel up here, this black panel. It splits in half and you rotate it 90 degrees either direction, thus revealing the robot face and the robot mode for Grindor. We'll set him aside for now. Next is Sureshock, the scooter. This is a little different. Kind of reminds me of a GoBot from way back. You take the back half of the scooter and pull. It will click up. There reveals your legs. It's supposed to be legs, but it's really just one leg. Then the top half of the scooter with the handlebars, you take and you separate. The entire front half of the scooter will swing down to the sides. And then you take and rotate these out like this and fold the arms down. Yeah. Definitely reminds me of a GoBot. Set that aside for now. And then we have Highwire, the bicycle. How this works is the wheel releases on the right hand side, the front wheel. Unclip that. And you take and rotate those down along the sides of the bicycle. Take the back half of the bicycle with the pedals and everything, the whole thing, just rotate it backward about 90 degrees. Then you separate the whole thing. There's legs and wheels here form the bottom half of the robot. And then the one pedal you take and rotate down. Both pedals do rotate, but considering it's a bike, you want to have one up and one down. There's your robot mode for him. Not very complex, but decent if you're into the whole Minicon thing. These figures are unique in that they also combine into a larger figure, an homage in name only to Perceptor. How you combine into him is you take these back up on Sureshock and you separate the entire body, the whole thing. Notice at the base of the foot is an extension hinge. Take it and rotate it outward. Do not reattach the halves. You take each front half of the scooter and lock it back down behind the head. It will clip into place. Nope, I take that back. No. Unclip those. Those stay out. I apologize. It's been about 5 years since I've messed with these figures. Please bear with me. You take the body and compact it back down as if you were going back into the scooter. And you notice on the back of the handlebar sections here are two little nubs. They will latch in here at the base of the seat for the scooter. They slide in from the side on the inner leg. Both of them will just slide into place, thus forming your legs and feet for Perceptor. Next off is Grindor. You'll take the black sections here and rotate them back in place, covering the head. Take the arms and rotate them out to the sides and down a little bit. I guess it's supposed to resemble some sort of old samurai armor type thing. You take the robot feet and separate them out at the pelvis and separate the pelvis as well. Then taking and rotating the arms, not the shoulder pads, but the arms themselves. And then you can swing it all down, and that reveals your robot arms for Perceptor. How that combines is there's a little groove here. I don't know how well you can see it. That's at the back of the robot's head. That fits in snugly with the contours of the hinge here. And it will click into place. There's the body of Perceptor. And lastly, we have Highwire. What you do, you take the front wheel and you lock it back onto the other arm so that both are combined again. You extend it upward, along with the other wheel. You can take and you can put the pedals up if you like. And you'll notice on the one side is a Minicon port, as all Minicons have standardly. This simply plugs into the Minicon port on the back of Grindor there. As such, plug that in, take the head and rotate it down. There you have Perceptor. Looks nothing like Generation 1 Perceptor. There's a slight, very, very slight resemblance in the design of the head, but overall it looks nothing like the figure it was intended to homage. It's not red, there's no microscope lens, there's no plate, no nothing. It's a bike, a scooter, and a skateboard. Overall articulation is limited. There's almost no leg articulation. The arm articulation is limited to up and down and out and around at the ball joint at the shoulder. The elbow bends the wrong way, so I won't even consider that a point of articulation. And the head, given that there's no neck, you can have his head on his shoulder, you can have his head sticking straight up in the air, but basically you just leave it in place. This mode is pretty much meant for display, not for play, if you ask me. Overall, I give this 7 out of 10. It's for its size, it's really complex, but really there's not a lot to do with it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This has been Moroni Prime once again, wasting your time.